If your game can't hook players in the first 5 minutes, then the battle is lost. Not your beautiful art, not your epic story, not your killer trailer, nothing will work. And today I'm giving you the 5-minute stickiness test from the Ultimate Indie program that I designed Unfair Rampage Nightfall around, and I'll give you some crucial lessons that we learned while making Line War. I'm Imphenzia, and this is simple game dev. 5-minute stickiness is simple. After the first 5 minutes, does the player feel excited to keep going, or are they already bored or confused and looking for the next Steam page? If your game fails here, your negative reviews and refund rates will go up and your sales will go down. And it gets even worse if you have a free demo that fails the 5-minute stickiness test, then people won't even buy your game to begin with. So how do we fix this? Well, here are 3 fixes that will make it happen. Fix number 1 is immediate engagement. No tutorial walls, no press any key to start boredom, no long typewriter effect that tells a story that people don't care about yet, no logo fades, no unskippable cutscenes. Get the player straight into the game as fast as possible. Throw the controls straight in the environment. In Unfair Rampage Nightfall, I literally painted jump, slide and dash buttons on the first few platforms so players could see what they were doing while playing. So clear goals straight away and the player should know exactly what to do. Implement intuitive but standard controls that's expected for the game genre and create a clean UI. Players should never have to open settings or read a manual in the first 5 minutes. If they're confused, they're gone. Number 2, rewarding short-term progression. Give them a quick win fast, or a fast win quick. A climbing score counter, a power-up in the first 30 seconds that makes them go, "Wah, I can shoot faster now." It rewards the player and it teaches them that the experience will evolve. Even a tiny bit of new content or a new enemy type, the player needs to feel, "I'm already better now than I was 60 seconds ago." That dopamine hit is what makes them want to see what's coming next. Fix number 3 is fun and varied gameplay. Your core loop must be understandable but never repetitive. An endless runner that's just jump, 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 jump dies in 2 minutes. Mix it up, jump, jump, slide, dash, and slam in some enemy patterns that will force them to combine the moves that they learned. And with hand on your heart, be honest with your prototype. Brutally honest. I made the first 20 games thinking that they were fun, and my kids played them for about 47 seconds and never touched them again. If you, your family, or your friends don't want to play your own prototypes past 5 minutes, your audience won't either. This is how Unfair Rampage was designed to bring people past the 5 minutes. Controls are built into the level. Semi-random procedural modules, fresh every run, but familiar enough to master. Fail fast design. First time you die in 10 seconds, then in 15, and then in 30 seconds, and then you last for a full minute. Each death feels like progress. Bridges that tease new stuff ahead and gives you a moral boost by healing you to the max. Score chasing with competitive leaderboards, and data backs this progression up. The few people that do find the game tend to play and follow a similar progression. Line War was much harder. It's a real-time strategy game with no similar titles. The control system is brand new. You draw commands in the world and your units will follow them, and it's no other game like it. Also, we were only interested in making a multiplayer game, so we did not implement single player. Big mistake. The 2 major pieces of feedback that kept popping up in negative reviews were no single player and no in-game tutorials. Building in campaign-like tutorials would have taken many months that we didn't have at the time, but don't repeat our mistake. If you're making a multiplayer game, even if all you care about is making a multiplayer game, implement a single-player mode and create campaign-like missions so people don't feel like they're doing a tutorial. But you gradually introduce them to units, mechanics and systems so players can get onboarded while having fun without getting crushed online in a humiliating fashion. With that lesson learned, we retroactively added single player, which took over a year of development, but we still only have in-game video-based tutorials, and for any future titles, tutorial-like campaigns that teaches players how to play inside the game is an absolute must. But now the damage is done, so learn from this and avoid making the same mistake. Here's your action right now. Pause this video and write down 3 ideas for your game. Number 1, how will you teach players to play with an immediate engagement? Number 2 is what tiny win can you give in the first 60 seconds? And number 3 is how will you keep the gameplay fresh and non-repetitive? Once you get people past the first 5 minutes, you need to make sure your game also passes the 5-hour durability test, and I'll tell you all about that in this video. So watch that one next and carry your players past the refund window and make them feel that your game has plenty to offer with good value, so they'll leave good reviews and recommend your game to others.